Okay guys, let's finish 2425 word problems. Sometimes they don't give you the equation, you need to kind of know a few things. The base of the Great Pyramid of Chops is a square whose perimeter is 920 meters. What is the length of each side? So a square, all the sides are the same length, so the perimeter is adding all four sides together, but they're all the same, so it's really 4 times the length of a side, which is 920. Just divide by 4. So the length of each side is 230 meters. The radius of a circle is 2.5 inches. What is the diameter? So generally speaking, the diameter is 2 times the radius. So 2 times 2.5 is 5 inches. The circumference is usually 2 pi r. So we already know what 2 times r is 5. So the circumference is actually 5 pi inches. The area of a triangular sign is 54 square inches. The base measures 6 inches. How tall is the sign? So remember, area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Now the area is 54. The base is 6. So what's the height? 1/2 of 6 is 3. So 3 times h, or 3h. And just divide by 3. The height is 18 inches. Now, sometimes they have you solve, but for some people the weird part is when they ask you to solve for a variable without having you plug in. So let's look at what that looks like. Solve each formula for the specified variable. Perimeter equals 2 length plus 2 width, 4L. We're just trying to get L by itself. So the same rules apply. Remember that all of these L, W, and P represent numbers. So even though this looks like a variable, this 2W, it's really 2 times some number. So we can do the same thing we would do if that was, say, 2L plus 10. If we want to get L by itself, we need to get it to the other side. And we need to add or subtract before we get rid of the 2. So first we subtract 2W from both sides. So we get 2L, I'm going to move it to the left, equals P minus 2W. Now to get L by itself, I have to divide everything by 2. So that means L equals, we're just going to write it, P over 2, or 1/2 P, minus W. There's a different ways you could write it, but this should be good enough for now. Once L is by itself, you're done in this case. It could be a little weird, but this is how we do it. Okay, area equals 1/2 h times little b plus big B. Solve for little b. So in order to get to the parentheses, I have to get rid of everything in front of it. Now, we can still use our strategy for clearing fractions. Multiply everything by 2. 2 times 1/2 will cancel. Now, in order to get rid of the h in front of the parentheses, since it's multiplied, the inverse operation is division. So we get 2a over h equals little b plus big B. And then finally, to get little b by itself, we have to subtract big B. So 2a divided by h minus big B equals little b. Now, usually you've done this before, especially if you graph. You usually like to graph it in y equals mx plus b form. If it's not that way, you usually try to get y by itself. So this is the kind of way you usually see this done. Solve the formula for the specified variable, 5x minus 3y equals 12. I would like y by itself, so I need to move the x to the other side. So we have negative 3y equals, I'm going to put it in front of the 12, negative 5x plus 12. Divided by negative 3 to all parts. And we get y equals negative divided by negative is positive, 5/3 x. Positive divided by negative is negative, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we get y equals 5/3 x minus 4. So this is a standard form for a line, and this is now slope-intercept form. So we should have seen this possibly before in the past. But that's all for 2.4 and 2.5.